childhood because, but I think we had the word teenagehood because it's that huge long time of facing difficulties and realizing the harsh reality of society and getting familiar with the actual real world, getting away from parents' protection and what all that
let's get back to childhood.
Yeah. Childhood is sweet.
It is sweet.
Yeah, so yes, exactly, sweetness. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so can you think what you just said, you think that all that has a sweet taste?
Well,
in your memory, like the way
when we all talk about it or just think about childhood, don't we all just want to go back to our younger days?
Right.
And that's when you get these sweet thoughts.
Right.
You want to be a child again, like all the
like a Peter Pan.
Never ending.
Mm-hmm. You wish you were young forever and then keep learning, and it's okay to keep making mistakes because you're a child, and you'll be protected and you'll be like, I guess, defended because you're a child.
Well, aside from being protected, you just want to be free. Not free. You can't say free because you're protected with by all the adults around you.
Yeah,
but
because all that consideration.
But being a child makes you do more childish things.
More playful things.
Yeah, exactly.
Because children is, in a way, they have more, I think they have more space in their mind, learning and adopting new things. And they're actually pretty smart too. They quickly, recognize and they interpret their own ways, and they make them into their own,
Yeah.
And that's how they learn and grow, right? Children. But the difference is that we all still learn, like people learn things all the way till they, to the end of their age, until they stop breathing, right? Basically. But children in generally, they have more curiosity.
I don't know if you heard of this, but they say that children learn the best by age 6. So if there's any one of you who want to raise your children and let them learn different languages or whatnot, or like become a smart ass child, educate them before they're 6.
Right.
That's when their brain is like the softest. I don't know if this were related to this topic, but that's what I heard.
It's that maybe that's why, like, children can be, really vulnerable because they quickly learn things, right? Sometimes, or oftentimes actually, children do learn wrong things.
Yep.
Pretty quickly too. So, despite, in a contrast of, all the pretty childhood, there's also downside of the childhood too, because that's how the world is, like, just like the reflection in the mirror. Like, you see yourself, but sometimes you see something more than yourself. Something else is going on in the background, or you become more aware about this world and more exposed. And children, in a way, because, like I mentioned, they have more, curiosity and more free space in their mind, and just how they interpret their things on their own definition. They can be very bitter too. So this next song, called Child Song, It's by the Cinematic Orchestra. And this one, unlike the last song, has a little bit of, I'll say, bitterness. You know, it has that little bit of quality of, you know, uneasiness.
But you could also say the last song by Michael Jackson. Well, it might depend on different audience, but right. I also felt a bitterness. Not bitterness, but bitter memory.